Side Scrollers is brought to you by you. If you'd like to support the show, head over to patreon.com/sidescrollers. It's time for Side Scrollers on youtube.com. With me, Stuttering Craig. You got a goal? Go get it. Adam Krigler.
Hi, buddy.
Vlad.
Hi, chat. I love you. Mwah.
And producer extraordinaire, Travis Key.
Hi, guys.
And brought to you by you, the G2 community at patreon.com/sidescrollers. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on youtube.com and rumble.com and twitch.tv. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig. Welcome to the #1 video game and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's Side Scrollers. Man, we got a good one today. Oh, man. Our week of insane guests continue. But first, let's meet all the regular people. It's the regular people. Hi, regular person Travis. How are you?
Good. That music sure gets me hyped every morning, even if I'm tired. Wakes me right up.
It's the idea, man. You want to start off with that juice, that energy, that pop. Speaking of pop, Labs, what's going on?
Hey, I love that intro by Kenzo. I just bop my head every time it plays. So hello.
Well, Kenzo gets going. We got Paul Hadouken going crazy. It's amazing. I love it. Love it. Mm-hmm. Also joining us, the one, the only, greatest gamer in the room, Adam Krigler. What's up?
How you guys doing? Good to see you.
Hi.
I love when you introduce Travis and he's like, "I'm so hyped from the beginning. The music just gets me so hyped." If that's him hyped, wow. I want to know what he's normally like when he's not hyped.
That's kind of the idea. Is in the intro, it's like, "Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig." It's like, and Travis, he's like, "Hey, what's going on?"
you know, maybe he's just trying to keep the balance because you're just so loud and obnoxious. It's a good thing.
I'm wacky.
Someday I'll tell a story about why I try to stay level.
Please, I listen. Travis, I can't wait to hear that story.
It's like ASMR.
Really excited about that.
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Oh, man. Hey.
Hello.
Joining us today, speaking of really excited, joining us today, someone who I wanted to have on Side Scrollers for a long ass time, and I'm actually very, very excited to have her on today. I met this young lady many, many years ago. I don't even know if she remembers this, but today we get to chat on Side Scrollers. It's Melonie Mack. Hello, Melonie.
Hi. Thank
How
you
are
so
ya?
much for having me. And I do remember that. That was like back in 2010, 2009, 2010, something like that.
Full
Yeah.
screen days.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes. It was long. Was I nice or was I an asshole?
You were nice. Yeah,
Yes.
You were awesome.
Thank God. I know. Listen, Adam over here looking
nice.
for bits of hell to feed.
Nice. Reasons to make fun of you? Yes. Yeah, I am.
Yes.
Constantly.
Well, how are you, Melonie? Great to see you. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so glad that things worked out here because for some reason I thought this was starting at 1. And then I just checked my DMs really quick and I was like, I gotta hop on here. So yeah, better
Butter?
earlier. Butter.
Butter earlier? Wait.
Butter earlier.
Did you have butter earlier? Is that what you're trying to say?
I didn't. Not yet, but
Why?
rest assured, I guess I'm discombobulated today.
I don't know why, but for some reason, I just assumed that was what you had for breakfast every morning. Like you woke up,
Usually it is.
you're like, a little coffee and a little butter and, coffee in the butter. You dunk it in. Do you dunk it? I don't know. Is it?
Hey, I mean, that's a thing. Bulletproof coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
No, that's very much a thing.
It is. It's a big
It's a
keto thing.
Butter, coffee?
Yeah.
Really?
It's actually really good. I don't tolerate coffee well, unfortunately. I
Oh,
get jitters. But when I do have coffee, I put butter in it.
Okay.
Listen, I'll tell you this right now. We're going to dive into the butter conversation in a little bit. We got so much to discuss.
People put cream in coffee, so that makes sense.
Exactly.
True.
I put
It's
milk
true.
in it, but it's just, there's more than just butter.
What's the difference?
Same
It's
thing.
dairy. Yeah.
It's just more whipped.
Next time,
That's
just
all
put
it is.
cheese in it too.
Yeah.
Cheese, sour cream. Just do the whole loaded
Ah.
baked potato in the coffee.
Have you seen the
Oh.
guy? Have you seen the guy who puts mayonnaise in his coffee?
Ew.
No. This is the thing. This is a NFL quarterback. Now, I'm not kidding about this. This is an NFL prospect this year,
Wow.
who was actually it was like the big story during the NFL prospect. Like people were like, they were talking about docking him points or whatever because he's just so insane. The idea that he puts mayonnaise in his
They were gonna dock
his
him
coffee.
for that.
yeah.
That's kind of bullshit.
Listen, the
Like, who
NFL
gives
is
a
a very
shit, man?
listen. The NFL is very weird when it comes to these types of things. It's
Clearly.
it's nuts, man. Here you go. Check this out. Let me actually show this to you because this is truly bizarre. Like once you see this, you'll be like Melonie, you eat like sticks of butter, like, but there are certain things that you'll look at and you'll be like, what the hell's this guy thinking? Check this out right here.
Hey.
His name was he's from Kentucky. His name was Will Levis, and check this out.
At the University of Kentucky, and I have been known to put mayonnaise in my coffee sometimes.
Whoa.
Oh, that's so much. That's so much mayonnaise. It's not even a little bit.
It doesn't even blend. It's all coagulated.
God, please, no.
Oh my god.
Listen, I love his outfit, but no.
I
That's
call
weird even
bullshit.
for me. That is
That is
weird.
disgusting.
Look how red his face is. I call bullshit. He's
No,
forcing
no.
himself to do that shit.
No, this guy, he's been on record many times to have tried and done this shit before. It's crazy, man. Anyway, but like the thing that drives me most crazy about this is just how clumpy it is. It looks like
Yes.
little mayo
It
clouds in
won't
his coffee.
blend. It's like boba, with
that's-
mayonnaise.
That's
Ugh.
disgusting.
Okay. All right, no,
Mark.
but for real. Let's be real with each other. Who would try it?
I would try it.
I would try it also.
I think I'd like it, but I would try it.
Go. I'd rather not.
Greg,
So
not trying it? No?
I don't like coffee or mayo, so
Oh.
I don't.
you don't like
Zero.
mayonnaise?
Travis?
I don't like coffee or mayo either. So
Blabs, would you try it?
Oh no, because I would just throw up. So
All right.
prevent
Melanie,
that.
you and me.
Okay.
Wait.
Cheers.
Just wait. Blabs, listen.
Oh no, no, please no.
Wait,
Please. Yes.
wait.
I don't know what's happening, but yes.
Let's just say,
it
Blabs.
looks like
Let's just
she's
say,
about to throw up right now.
if there was a lot of support per se, maybe one day, maybe we could set it as a goal, perhaps, and maybe listen. I'll get in the boat with you, Trav. I'll get in the boat with you, Blabs.
No, I want Trav in the boat too.
He's like, I'm not getting in the fucking boat.
Oh yeah, we're all getting in that boat. We'll bring Melanie back
I'll do
And we're-
it.
and we're all drinking. No, we got to be against it now so that
Can it be Miracle
think.
Whip?
Ew.
Listen, well, we'll throw this in
He's
the
like, "Go brew
brainstorm
on it for a
pile.
bit."
We'll brew on it. We'll use the coffee term. We'll do a little brewing.
Okay.
She's like, okay.
Next time. All right. Listen, if you guys tuned in, thanks so much. Hit the thumbs up button. Are you guys watching over on YouTube? If you guys watching over on Twitch, okay. Thanks. Do us a favor. Make the smooth transition over to YouTube. And if you guys watching over on Rumble, hello. Hit the thumbs up button over there. We're growing a little bit more every single day over on Rumble. It's great to see you guys, and we appreciate Rumble for their support.
hell yeah, Rumble rocks. Sorry. Anyway.
You're correct. In addition to obviously Melonie Mack on the show today, coming up tomorrow, a quick reminder, we'll be on the Geeks and Gamers channel as part of our Wednesday weekdays thing we have with Geeks and Gamers. And then on Thursday, we will have Quarter Black Garrett joining us, which will be very, very fun.
White, Garrett.
Listen, we're going to work
we
on
think.
that math.
We're gonna
we
have
don't know.
to. We're gonna have to
It's
get to
really
the bottom
hard.
of that.
That's
Fractions
right.
are really hard.
You don't know if he's maybe he's an eighth Filipino. Who knows?
True.
Listen,
True.
you guys give me all this shit, right? You guys clearly don't know how to ask questions. You got to ask these important questions, right?
Well, according to Flood. All right, according to Flood,
Who is
all it takes.
real quick, 100% black?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to say for certain.
Okay,
But-
all right.
but- well, according to the logic that he says, all it takes is one drop and you're black. That's it.
Yeah, well, that is the governmental
it.
classification for it.
One
When
drop.
you-
One drop.
we
You're
pretty
black.
much all would be black then.
That's what I'm
most people
saying.
have
Yeah, we might as well
somewhere
black.
in their history.
When
Yeah.
you fill out the census or your race stuff on stuff, that's the qualification for it. If you put African American,
What I want to know is why is Craig so focused on race?
You racist.
Craig, answer that.
Oh,
Melonie,
man.
is he making you uncomfortable? I apologize for
We're
him.
all black here. It's okay. It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, good.
Listen, I have a DM out to Flawed. We want to get to the bottom of this question. All right, I'm going to see if Flawed wants to join us real quick, just for fun. All right. So listen, today we have. Okay, so like I said, we got Shagsworth on Friday as well. Today at 1:00, we're continuing the Mario Funathon, which is, I'll tell you this right now, the Mario Funathon, Mario 60. Melonie, have you played Mario 64 before?
Yeah. It's
Do you like it?
classic. Yeah, amazing.
Have you seen him play it?
I have not.
Oh
It is-
man, it's painful.
It's the worst Mario game ever made. Like it's so bad.
Oh,
It is so.
No.
Okay,
hold on.
hold on. Let me take a second. Okay, I'll
Please,
retract. I'll retract.
Thank you.
It is a mediocre Mario game with a very bad player of it. So ultimately making it very ultimately entertaining for the viewer. So
It is entertaining to watch. I tune in and laugh. I love laughing at you, Craig. So
appreciate that, buddy.
yeah.
You're a guy. Speaking of laughing at people, tomorrow we'll have Blads versus Castlevania as well. That'll be at 1:00. Blads, you ready for that?
Which is
Yeah.
worse?
Which
Chat.
Castlevania?
Number
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
She's
cool.
fighting her way through.
Literally, stairs are her fight.
She
Yeah.
has a hard time getting up them. It's crazy.
Stairs, man.
It's
I didn't know we were sticking with the N64 theme because Castlevania 64 is a trip to watch. I watched my brother play that last holiday. It was pretty hilarious.
I
It's,
played that game. I liked it.
I think it's actually good. I know it's definitely flawed. It definitely has issues, but I think it's good. I like it.
I enjoyed it. I played it when it came out,
Mhm.
and my buddy had it, and he beat it, and then let me borrow it, and I was like, "This game's awesome."
Are we
Anyway,
thinking of the same game? Because I'm having a hard
maybe
time.
not. Hold on, let me look it up too.
Well, no. Hold on.
Looking it up.
Metacritic has it as a 78.
I
as in-
liked it.
Hold on, I want to.
Maybe I'm
look it
thinking
up.
wrong. Okay.
I,
all right.
just,
I know a
like
lot of
Stairs and
people don't
Castlevania,
like
that's
it.
Well, Blaz, maybe we'll eventually get to Castlevania 64 for you, and we'll see how that goes. Look, so we got a busy week, of course. Lots going on, and we appreciate you guys and your support. We appreciate Melonie being here. We are definitely going to get into butter talk and keto talk and all that stuff because I don't know if you know this, Melonie,
Mhm.
but directly next to you, not me, the other guy, I believe is a vegan.
No,
Do we have a vegan? No,
no, not anymore.
no, not anymore. Okay.
Good.
I was for a while. What do you mean good? I don't give a shit what you eat. No, people are fucking
I
bitches,
do.
dude. I don't care, dude. You do what you want to do. You eat what
I
you want to
get it,
eat.
but-
Just don't fucking do it to kids, all right? I don't care. What I do for me is none of your fucking business.
Keep the
No
vegetables
vegan
away from the
children.
children. Yes.
No vegan dogs either.
My
Yes,
goodness.
Hey, fuck your vegan kids, all right? Get out of here.
Oh my
Let's go.
God. Y'all are
Don't do it
so
to the kids.
fucking
I wanna see
triggered,
them
dude.
Steak.
Salty.
Send your kids over here. We'll play Castlevania 64 and eat steak. It's gonna be great.
Oh man, that's awesome. Where'd Travis go? Travis got mad.
He's out.
I'm done with this
He's like,
nonsense.
I just started being vegan yesterday. Oh.
On Twitch's side, we got a tier 1 sub gifted to Melonie Mac by JF Raptor Fan 1983.
Nice.
Let's go. That's awesome.
We got we got Mayo Riot over on Rumble for 5. Says Rumble, Rumble, Rumble. Happy Tuesday.
Wait,
Hi.
important question for Mayo Riot over on Rumble.
Do you like
Does
mayonnaise?
Mayo Riot put mayo in their coffee? Their
I
name
would
is
say
Mayo
most
Riot.
Normal people don't.
It's a good question.
Just throwing it out there.
What's
What
the
do
name?
you
Like
put it
Mayo
on?
Riot?
Everything?
You have to.
I mean, it is a riot of mayo. So
I feel no. I'm picturing like the Great Mayo Riot of like 1978. It was like an event where there was like a shortage of mayo and people just went ballistic because they needed their mayo in their coffee because it was a thing at the time. And it faded.
I like the idea, the illustration that you have going on there.
That's where my head went. Yeah.
It's a quality illustration. It's like the gas shortage where people are standing in line for mayo and mayo's jacked up in
or
price.
Toilet paper.
Yeah. Right.
The great toilet paper.
Oh yeah, it was like compared to gold at one point.
The TP riot.
Oh my God. The real Steven TV says, great seeing Melonie on Side Scrollers. Love it. Y'all are crushing it. Stay blessed, y'all. Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate it. We're stoked to have her. Kyle.
Hold on. Something funny about the name Melonie, right? So, like 10 years ago, I dated this girl named Melonie.
Right.
And her name was spelled with an A.
That's how it usually is, yeah.
Right. And we were texting and she said something and I was like, I don't know what she said, but I responded back like relax or in a calmer way.
Never say that.
But I wrote Melonie spelled how you spelled it. And she was like, she gave me a novel about how I am not a melon. My name is Melonie with an A. And she was so mad. I didn't hear from her again. But it was like, I didn't tell her to relax. I was like basically saying like, yeah, it's fine. Like whatever. Like right. I'm not worried about whatever this issue is, but I wrote Melonie with an O and she was so mad. She got so triggered. I was like, wow, okay. Jeez, I had never heard from her again.
Maybe she used to get called a melon when she was like in kindergarten. She had PTSD.
That would make sense, actually. I honestly, I didn't mean to offend her.
People always spell my name with an A all the time. I don't even notice it when they do at this point. I'm so used to it.
But do you enjoy being a fruit?
I like it. It's pretty great.
I too like being a fruit.
I'm sorry. I'm on a roll today. Keep going. Keep it moving.
Kyle says, get the butter ready because your tombs will be raided. I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you, Kyle.
I love the background, by the way. It's so drastically different from the last time I saw you.
Thank you. Yes, completely upgraded my setup, and I love it now. And now that I'm using a standing desk, you can see all of Lara Croft. This is why I commit to standing now with my content.
I was gonna bring that up. I actually think that's a really good idea. A standing desk as opposed to a sitting desk. I sit all freaking day, so
you know what? I think I know why Trav left. He was really uncomfortable because I think he used to sell those dolls.
Travis, little backstory, Melonie. Travis worked at a sex shop and used to sell all sorts of. I guarantee there was a Lara Croft knockoff.
He once told us about a time someone tried to return one of them.
Oh no!
It's like
no. No thanks.
Melonie, welcome to Side Scrollers.
Thank you.
Rich came on. Says, has Blabs got her house ready for the Cat 5 typhoon coming to Guam tomorrow?
She lives in a cave.
Yeah,
totally.
She's good.
Hurricane protected.
Rocks
and listen,
save lives.
And listen to this. Andrew Robb came in with the $50 super chat. Says, here's
Melonie,
50 for everyone.
I need to do some. Oh, please read it first. Then I'll.
Here's 50 for everyone to do the Mayo Coffee Challenge. Also, hi, Melonie. It's good to see you.
I love you, Andrew, but not enough. I don't think so.
Not enough.
Not enough for the disgust that I was sensing off of Craig and Trav. All right, wherever he may be. I know he's not into it. Blabs,
wherever he may be.
I feel like we could probably convince her. Maybe she didn't have as much a disgust bar. Whereas,
grow up. How disgusting can it be?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think
like there's multiple levels of puking projectile.
I think if you fully commit the consistency to try to make it uniform instead of having like some clumpy mayo,
right. It could work.
The clumpiness is just. I mean, maybe he's in. No, I'm sorry. I'm making bad jokes today, and I'm gonna refrain from saying what I was gonna just say.
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
God, Adam's lost it today.
He is. He's on fire. I don't even know what's happening. It's crazy. I,
mean,
love
on
it.
Oh,
on
man.
Camelot's stream, I did a G Fuel with raw eggs in it and drank that. So I feel like I could handle mayo and coffee.
Okay. Yeah.
Listen, we
See?
had Camelot on yesterday. We're gonna have him on more frequently. That guy.
He's hilarious.
He's
Yeah,
like
he's
a
good.
wind-up toy, man. He just wind him up and goes, and he just goes off in his little area. He's amazing.
That's
I
a
love
really
it.
good way of describing him.
I wind
Right.
up playing, yeah.
Yeah.
He just goes like the Energizer Bunny from hell.
I think
Amazing.
Trav sold one of those at the shop too.
Lord.
I'm
Listen to
sorry.
this. Shane
He's like a giggle.
came in with the $50 super
Wow.
chat again. Says,
Hey.
I have to send some props to Melonie being on the show as a fellow Christian. I truly appreciate her confidence being in the YouTube space and not being afraid to share the gospel. You've truly have helped myself in my faith journey. Take
Aw.
care, y'all.
That makes
Thank
me
you,
so
Shane.
happy. Thank you.
Just
Well-
saying, but we owe a lot of balls. That's two.
That's true.
That's two balls.
coming
Multiple
after
balls.
the gospel journey. balls.
Oh,
Speaking of balls, all right. So Melanie,
Okay.
um,
Like speaking of balls, Melanie.
so speaking of balls, so what we've been doing. This is not about you. It's about our guests.
Okay.
Our guests. Every time we get $50 or more, now we add a little bit of ball magic into the air. In homage to Craig's vintage clip of him trying to sell cancerous removed testicles from human beings to starving people in Africa.
Melanie, I don't know what the hell he's talking
starving
about.
children in Africa.
So that's where this all originated. I wanted you to know the whole backstory. Okay.
Okay.
Basically, you have to say balls.
I'm not done.
Excuse
You-
me, I'm so
you-
sorry.
Oh wait, you're up here. Okay, now I'm
What's
done.
wrong with him today? I love it.
I'm done now.
He's so giggly.
Well, hold on. Real quick, what are you asking Melanie for?
Oh yeah. So Melanie.
I just said it.
Okay, so
I didn't know where that was going.
what I need you to do, however you want. If
Okay.
you got a voice changer, feel free to use it or not.
I don't.
You could go full ASMR with it if you want or not.
Okay. Okay.
Just I need you to just say balls.
Twice, actually.
That's it. Do I say it twice?
Technically,
because
we
had
need
two
two.
super chats.
It's up
Wait,
to you.
I have to wait for super chats or right now?
No, just now.
There's two that are owed.
balls.
Why? What is that?
That was amazing.
Demon balls. All right, I love it.
That was
Who's the
amazing.
best?
All right,
Thank you.
hold on.
Was
Listen,
that all natural? Was that you?
Yeah, it was.
That wasn't even a voice mod?
That was like a really deep golem.
oh,
frightening.
Okay,
Frightening.
look.
Is that because someone said your name with an A instead of an O?
Yeah. That's what
You're like,
happens.
"Oh, I'm not a fruit. I mean, I am a
Literally spell
fruit.
My name. I'm a fruit.
Okay. Look,
Damn.
we're gonna do. Listen, I like what's happening today. This is a balls ass crazy show. We're gonna do one story today, but before we do, we have a bigger story to get to the bottom of, right? Because joining us right now, Flawed TV. Hello, Flawed. Good to see you.
What's going
Who's
on,
this
man?
guy?
How we doing, guys?
Hey.
How we
Flawed.
doing?
It's a
What's
pleasure
happening?
to have you on.
Hey, man.
Pleasure being here, man.
Why is
How we
this
doing?
guy here?
I don't
Listen.
know. I was
I'm
on
the
walk.
funny guy on the show.
Okay.
Let me tell you why.
So I was just sleep at night, bro. You're really the Simon Cowell of side scrollers in reality.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry to tell
Look at his face.
You know what? I'm okay
Sorry.
with it.
Sorry to tell you.
I
Yeah.
know. I'll own that.
Flawed, Melanie, have you guys met before?
Kind of, but not really. How you doing?
Okay.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
So,
Good.
So, Flawed, I appreciate you hopping in on such short notice.
Yeah, man.
We
do
just
nothing.
need you to get to the bottom of something really quick, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay, good.
There we go.
We were talking about Quarter Black Garrett,
Yeah.
and
guy.
we were in discussion about the overall assumption is that he is 75% white if he is a quarter black, right? And then
It's only if he's only white and black. Well, I mean, yeah.
correct,
Yeah.
correct. Now Adam came in and said, "Hey, Flawed," and I said, "100% black." right? So that's really what we're talking. I think now is the time where we break down all of our ethnicities.
They have to be in our bio. I mean, what
That's true.
I'm Ukrainian.
Oh my gosh.
I'm part Ukrainian.
You Ukrainian today?
Yeah, I'm
you got
part
the
Ukrainian.
I could totally tell.
part yellow and blue. I love
Get
that.
it tatted right here.
No, man, I'm just kidding. I just want you to come on, man.
Hey.
That'd be
I'm
fun.
down to be here.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We got a lot to talk about today, and I only got one news story that I really want to talk about, and actually we have two because Adam wants to take a look at the new Destiny 2 trailer, which is out. And
I haven't seen it yet.
I
has
haven't
not
either.
seen it.
Surprised.
I really want to watch it. Well, I waited because I want to do it live. So
Okay.
We're
We'll do it
gonna
live.
do it
But-
live. Sorry.
I don't know if you guys saw this. I'll tell you. Let's get into this time. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for.
My hard news. My shit's not working. Thank you, Vlad.
There it is.
Got you.
Nailed
I
it.
got
Good
you.
That
job.
was weird, but
That was me
I
playing
love
with
it.
it. Flawed.
That's what I heard.
My shit's not working, dude. I've been trying to that's what I've been working on. I've been trying to get my voice mod to work. I don't know.
Walmart setup. You have a Walmart.
Who is
setup.
this guy? Why bring this dude on here? What the hell?
Mine
works. Mine always works.
So,
Great value.
mine always works. Yeah. Great value.
I wonder maybe if I had some sort of a computer sponsor, I could probably
Wow.
do
Always.
that.
You always got to go there with it. Melanie.
wait,
was,
If
Is
only Meta
she's
PCs
Meta
would
PCs too.
sponsor you.
Yeah.
If only
I know, right?
Meta
Right.
PCs.
They probably can. They probably
We gotta
will.
get
You're
in on that.
watching.
Well, holla at your boy.
I'll tell him. To. Melanie
Tell him
probably
this
more
guy's
focus
got
on
some
than I do.
Walmart setup anyway.
I mean, the camera keeps freezing.
This fucking guy. Hard news.
There
Sorry.
you go. There you go. Yours
Love
sounds
it.
more quality than mine.
All right. So this is more about a state of video game journalism than
Oh my
anything
gosh.
else. We're going to lead with our thumbnail today, which was the most hilarious title I may have seen in the video game space in a long, long time. The big game out right now is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and it's
Fire.
widely regarded as one of the best games ever made. Flawed, Melanie, have you guys played this game
I've
yet?
been playing it nonstop, man. I love it.
That's what I'm going to start streaming here in a couple weeks after I get my fiber internet installed so I can get that going. I've been living under a rock for the past about 2 months with IRL stuff. And now it's like, I've got all kinds of stuff to catch up on.
Yeah. Lots happen.
Well,
It's kind of like Blabs. She lives under a rock. Well, in a cave. It's very
I'm
similar.
in a cave under the sea.
Nice.
Wait, it's under the sea?
So you're
Yeah.
based, you live with Patrick
Oh.
Starr?
Yeah.
Nah, sandy cheeks.
All right. Well, here's the headline as we're gonna dig into Blab's SpongeBob world over here.
I've actually never seen SpongeBob either. I don't like it.
That's crazy.
It's so
Here-
fun.
That's a crazy thing to say.
I know.
SpongeBob.
Well, hold-
fire.
Wild.
I was gonna say, do you guys want to get into that? We can talk about SpongeBob if you guys. This is great.
I'm ready.
Here is the headline: Tears of the Kingdom would be much better without the combat.
What the hell? What? What does that mean?
Well, that's a great
It is right.
question.
It would be
anything.
better without the game, basically.
So this is from the gamer. Now, didn't we reference the gamer a couple weeks ago? And it was actually a decent article.
No,
I don't
Well,
remember
that
making
actually
fun of
has
it.
happened.
It
from
wasn't.
no. The
No, it
gamer,
was
I've
bad.
never seen a decent article from them.
Okay.
the gamer is the epitome of like what's wrong with video game
Yeah.
journalism.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's honestly insane. So I did a little digging today on the person who wrote the article here, just to kind of learn more about who they are and why would they think. And actually went in and I read the entire article.
I have it
And,
shared if you wanna read a little.
Oh,
bit.
the article itself.
Want me
Okay,
to-
sounds good.
Yeah, you want me to read a little bit of it?
Yeah, fire away. Go ahead.
Tears of the Kingdom would be so much better. Well, be much better without the combat. Oh man, wouldn't that be fun? Whether you love, hate, or fairly indifferent to Zelda, you'll no doubt have seen hundreds of clips circling on social media since the game launched. Tears of the Kingdom is a game where you really can do anything, and the variety of clips highlights that. Whether players are coming up with bizarre ways to punish Koroks constructing creative solutions to all of their problems, or just thirsting over the characters. Maybe that's what
What?
they're doing.
When the heck did
Yeah,
that
it
happen? I
sounds
didn't
like
see
that.
that
I think
once.
that's all the game journals do because they're so obsessed with just shipping characters. Oh, is there this many characters that like
Who do they like to sleep with?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's crazy. That's what they're
I'm not against violence in video games. My most desired video game adaptation is Sin City, and I love Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil, and Dead Rising, although they probably can't stand the new Red Dead Redemption. Just saying. All very violent video games. I'm looking forward to Mortal Kombat 1, despite its silly name and multiverse shenanigans. Silly name.
What's wrong with the name?
Wait, hold on. What is silly about Mortal Kombat 1? Anyway, and not one iota of my cells is thinking, golly gee, I hope it's not too violent. Sorry, if anything, I'm hopeful Devora returns to rip more flesh open. I just think the combat derails the Zelda experience far too often. What is the Zelda experience if it isn't fighting with
swinging swords at things?
Yeah, I mean it is half the game is fighting.
Hold on. Literally, I'm sorry. The very first
80%.
thing, the very first thing you do in Zelda, the first thing you do is get a sword.
Yeah.
That's literally the first thing you do. In the entire franchise, you walk in a cave and you get a sword. Because why?
Stands for peace.
It's
You gotta
dangerous
fight.
to go alone. Take this.
Yeah.
And you have to fight.
What an asinine idiot. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue. Yes, please.
Okay. I'm a self-confessed outsider to all this. Oh, thank goodness. At least they recognize that. Breath of the Wild never landed for me at all. Same here.
Me either.
Same here.
I
Fair,
loved
Breath of the
it.
Wild.
Same here. I didn't like it. A
You-
lot
you-
of people did.
Yeah.
Melanie, you liked Breath of the Wild?
Loved it.
Me too. It's very split here. Very split.
And so far, Tears of the Kingdom is leaving me similarly empty. Despite the sick skateboard, I've been given a few points on the map, so off I go to them. But I'm frequently attacked by the same dull enemies over and over again, spoiling everything.
Stupid.
While a couple have been bigger creatures designed to scare you away from areas you can't go yet, most are just irritating. You defeat them easily enough, but break your weapons and flow in the process. Then do it again and again and again. All right, hold on. Now, I actually understand what they're saying here. I'm also hearing a little feedback. I blame Flawed.
I think
It's
it is
always
one.
me. It's always me.
Testing.
So the one
Testing.
who says Walmart setup.
It's still
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah, I still hear myself. No, I don't know. Anyway, this person is taking this in the most entitled way possible. That I totally understand the weapon breaking shit. It drives me nuts. I can't stand it. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to craft in a Zelda game. I don't want to go make a freaking stew out of a bunch of ingredients I have to find that will run out, and then I have to go farm more shit. Like, I don't want to do that in a Zelda game. That's not the kind of game that I want to play. I'm not into that. I love Zelda games, but for me to want to play a crafting game, I want to be in the mood for a crafting game. And I'll go play 7 Days to Die, or what's another crafting? Valheim. I actually really enjoyed Valheim, but I want to be in the mood for that. Like, Zelda, to me, this doesn't feel like a Zelda. They're taking it into a new direction, which I'm okay with. I'm not upset about it. People get upset at me for not enjoying this game.
You seem pretty triggered to me.
Case in point, Flood here, he's taking it in a way where he's upset that I don't like his game, and he's triggered right now. But that's okay, because we all love him anyway.
You hate all the games I like.
So I'm trying to figure this out.
You're just mad that I slaughtered you in Destiny.
Okay, let's not bring that up. Let's continue. Let's
What do you
move on.
play as, Flood? Do you play as a warlock? I think I asked you.
Nah, Hunter now. I was playing as a warlock, but a Hunter
You
now.
should try Titan. I think you'd like Titan.
I think I'm going to because I want
Okay.
that jump.
I need clarity here.
Go ahead.
Adam, are you saying you agree with this article?
He is.
No.
Yes.
I agree with one of the things that they're trying to complain about, but they're taking it. They're using it to bring this asinine point. Like, there should be no combat. Well,
I
what
was
the
about to say,
fuck
so
would the,
do you
the
disagree
game would
with the
be
combat
boring
or
as
the
fuck.
crafting?
Yeah, I don't like the crafting system. I don't like that the weapons break and that you have to
Alright.
go do it
Me
again.
either.
And people are
I don't
like,
like
yeah,
that either.
but I see a lot of people that are bitching about it, and I get it. That's why I don't like the game. I don't want to have to worry about that. I want to go find an item and just be able to use it and be like, this is my item. Like I have a sword now and I can use it. I have a boomerang now. I found Rock's feather. Now I can jump. I have the gauntlet. Now I can lift something stronger. Like I like that in the classic Zelda games. In all the Zeldas that I've ever played and enjoyed, that's how it went. You go into a dungeon, you can't get into certain areas until you find the freaking key that gives you the big chest, that gives you the item that allows you to get to the rest of the shit. And then, of course, more world opens up and you can access more areas because of these things that you're unlocking that you get to use. I don't want to use a stick and then, I could fashion this rock to it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, it's annoying,
And then
I'm
it
not gonna lie.
broke. Now I got to go find another stick and another rock. And then it's like, oh, well, I could shoot this arrow, but you could shoot like 20 different types of arrows and they're all different things, but you have to go farm the firefly to make it a fire arrow. And then it's like, man, I don't want to freaking.
Sounds
That's
like
just,
you hate Zelda.
I don't, I have to want to grind. I have to want to do the chores in a video game. And if you don't have me captured, I'm not doing these chores.
I just from the game journal standpoint, I don't understand what the game journal wants in a game, because they with the way a lot of modern games are in general is they're already catered to that low most common denominator of gamer who's
Casual.
in game journalist mode. Basically, they already don't like difficult puzzles, so you're seeing a lot of games that put the more difficult puzzles as optional. We saw this happen with Tomb Raider as well. Tombs are optional in Tomb Raider now, and it's
Weird.
like,
That's weird.
Wait a minute.
They've
weird.
been that's how it's
Boy.
been ever since the reboot. Is in the game called Tomb Raider, tombs are optional.
That's sad.
It's like, and they're catering to these very mainstream like game journal type gamers who basically just want to look at pretty pictures, write Rule 34 to ship characters with each other, and thirst over the character. Like that's all they care about. They don't want video games to actually be video games anymore.
Yep. It's not about the gameplay. The gameplay, like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, the gameplay of those.
Here we go.
Bloodborne. But the gameplay though, every single chance I get,
I hate
I will
Elden
pay
Ring.
homage. You're ridiculous.
What?
Get him out. Get him out of here.
All right, guys. See you later. Show's over. Bye.
All right.
Oh, even better. Even better. Get him out of here.
Hey,
You ain't going to Hollywood, dog.
Put you guys right next to each other. You guys can stew staring
There
at
we
each other the
go.
entire time.
I'm looking at you, dog.
You boys play nice
you guys
together,
are
all
so
right?
cute.
The gameplay of those games is why I love those games. I love it. Destiny. Camelot said something very interesting yesterday. He didn't give a shit about the story of Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
loved the gameplay of Mortal Kombat 9, right? And Craig, you were like, well, I love the story. I liked the story in Mortal Kombat 9. The gameplay to me makes the game. Without the gameplay that I like, I'm not going to play it. I'm not interested in it. And if I like the gameplay enough, then I'll start caring about the story. That's what
You should
happened
try
with Final
Zelda.
Fantasy Tactics. I love the gameplay of Final Fantasy Tactics. I know I'm throwing it back, but then I started loving the story, and then I'm like, holy shit, the story is incredible. Now it's one of my favorite all-time. It actually might be the best Final Fantasy game. Arguably, I don't know.
Do you like Fire Emblem too?
I didn't really get into Fire Emblem. I have one actually. I think it was on. Was it on Game Boy?
Oh,
Is it like turn-based
get out the
strategy?
box.
You've gotta pick up Fire Emblem Three Houses. That is a must.
I don't remember. I think I played it a little bit, but I never really. Final Fantasy 16. Have you seen the new gameplay?
Yeah, I
for
just
it?
saw some clip for it. Looks fire.
I got some
looks
stuff.
real dope.
I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of us. We're talking about game journalism right now.
Yeah.
But it all relates though, because gameplay and these game journalists, they're like, I have a deadline. I got to write this article. I can't get through this stuff. Can you just make it easy for me, please?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, give me the cliff notes of this game. That's what they want to play, the cliff note games.
Yep.
And it's like, what the fuck is that? That's people don't want to spend $70, $80 now on a cliff note game. They want depth. That's why people are resonating with Tears of the Kingdom, because there's so much to do. But there was people the other day, they were saying like, I'm 40 hours in And what were they saying, Craig? They're like 40 hours in and they haven't even like got. I think I was watching your stream actually because you were watching clips of it, and you're still in the first area, but you're playing it with your girls. So
I am too.
But you're enjoying it, and it's like beautiful. I love that. I'm happy for the Zelda fans that love this kind of stuff. But these game journalists are ruining it because the game makers, like Melonie said, they're catering to these people, and it's like. These people don't give a shit about games. They're not the ones playing games. It's like Bud Light. The people who were drinking Bud Light, they didn't cater to those people. They catered to someone who probably had never had a Bud Light in their life.
Yep. Catering to the 5%, the 5% of Twitter users who are on Twitter all day complaining about everything. Absolutely.
Correct.
And they got no money.
Yeah, they won't be buying the Bud Light.
So the author, the journalist here who wrote this, and the journalist, I will empowering the word journalist, is the editor-in-chief of The Gamer. It's Stacy Henley.
Yep. And
they are the editor-in-chief, and they hate filling out things. And here's their Twitter handle. So Stacy Henley is the first thing that you'll see. One of the first things you see here on.
I saw she, her up there.
Yeah, the pronouns in the bio.
I was looking.
Definitely some pronouns for sure. This was interesting. I found this just on their timeline. Second thing down. This is a review of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom by Gfinity. I don't know what Gfinity is, but and it's like there's a deeper conversation here, and that legend is. So the long and short of it is that it's a 6 out of 10, right? The Gfinity gives Tears of the Kingdom a 6 out of 10, and their logic is if you didn't like Breath of the Wild, you're probably not going to want to play this game.
Not
right?
true.
So I disagree. Also, that's everyone's saying that it's wrong.
And let me kind of dig a little bit deeper into that.
Finish your point. I apologize.
Right. Sure. So Stacy follows up with saying, without even reading it, it takes so much guts to review a game is guaranteed 9 pluses across the board for just existing, and meet it honestly with a critique you believe in. Okay.
So brave.
So brave. Ridiculous. But the thing about that is, if you didn't review, let's say whoever Gfinity is here, right? Gfinity, or let's say it's The Gamer. If you didn't enjoy Breath of the Wild, why would you give the guy who didn't like Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom to play?
Yeah.
Right? Don't you want to give it to somebody who enjoys the game or enjoys that type of game? So naturally, you're going to get a 6 out of 10 if you gave it to somebody who didn't like the first game.
Well, I hate Breath of the Wild, but I give it like an 8, 9.
I'll play devil's advocate here. Craig, you and I like different styles of games. If we were to review Mario 64, for example, I would rate it a lot higher than you rated it because I loved it when I was younger.
Really?
Like I played the shit out of Mario 64. Yeah,
I love that game.
It was amazing.
It's like
now
a 10
I haven't
out of 10
played
in
it.
reality.
I haven't played it in a while. But that's interesting that you should say that it's a 10 out of 10. Craig, what would you rate Mario 64? Just curious.
6 out of 10.
Okay.
6 out of 10. That sounds really familiar. Go back to that article you were just showing us.
Take a step back. Why?
Oh, you're dodging? Are you dodging?
No. I'm not. Let me tell you exactly why. I'm actually meeting it head
6 out
on.
of 10. I find that interesting.
Let me tell you why. Flawed. When was the last time you played it?
When I was young.
Bingo. Clouded by nostalgia. Right. So same with you, Adam. Clouded by nostalgia. I've been playing it. I put 10, 12 hours.
I played
in the last
Ocarina
4
of
games.
Time like a year ago. I freaking have it on my Game Boy. I picked it up and I looked at my save file and I was like, oh shit! I fucking beat the shit out of this game. So my Ocarina of Time playthrough was recent, and I enjoyed the shit out of that game. And you shit all over Ocarina of Time because you're like nostalgia. Oh my gosh, the nostalgia glasses.
Who's triggered now though when someone doesn't like someone's game? You know what I mean? It's weird how it just comes full circle like that within 10 minutes.
Okay.
You did that to me.
Wait, are you coming at me right now?
Yeah, even though you're
proving his point null and void.
So with all this said, I need to know, Craig, what you think.
I just wasn't gonna let it slide, bro.
Hold
I wasn't
on.
gonna let it slide.
Melanie, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I need to know what you think of classic Tomb Raider since you're talking about nostalgia. Because some people will say, "Oh, well, the old games don't scale, like they're not as good now," or that you're blinded by nostalgia. They tell me that, so I'm curious what you think.
Yeah, so old school.
Words wisely, Craig.
Dear Lord. He's
Dear
gonna eat
shit.
you.
So
Let me
I
know.
actually I did not play the original Tomb Raider,
Okay.
but I'll say this: OG Laura Croft, phenomenal character, strong, empowering, the whole thing. Love it.
Agreed.
Now, and that's
He
something
has
that
to say that.
I mean,
He's not
Whole-
wrong.
sexist, big boobed Hootie McGee. There, is that what you want me to
Big
say?
boobies.
No, what me want you to say? No, you say
That's what I
whatever you
wanted
want,
you to
man.
say. So
Thank you, Claude.
yeah.
No, I think
Wait,
that.
what?
Huh?
So here's the difference, though, and here's the difference between I think the Zelda, the Tears of the Kingdom review that this Gfinity thing gave, and the gamer editor in chief talking, and my thoughts on Mario 64 is that when I originally played Mario 64, it was a 10 out of 10, right? But over time,
Mhm.
Mario Galaxy, Mario Odyssey, these
Odyssey's
games have
dope.
come out that have made Mario 64 look archaic and play archaic, right? They're so much superior, so superior to Mario 64 from a camera, gameplay, the whole perspective. Now the gameplay in Mario 64 is actually pretty okay. Now there are points in it that the biggest enemy is yourself, in that it's the camera. The camera's all over the place in that game. And anybody who plays,
you're missing the point that I was trying to make.
no,
is
I
that-
hear your point.
No, you're a different gamer than I am, right? If I were to review a game and there's people who have been listening to me and going, that's actually how I felt about Zelda. Like I feel the same way that Adam does, and listen to me review a different game, they're gonna be like, maybe I'll actually play this other game that he really likes, because they actually tend to connect more with the type of gaming that I like to play. Maybe this I don't remember his name, Xfinity or what?
Gfinity, yeah.
AKA Craig.
Gfinity. Maybe the people who follow that person really like his style of gameplay, and the way that he breaks games down fits their style of gameplay, so that when they read that, it's going to actually fit them. Now, I'm not saying he's a game journalist. He might be. Who knows? I don't know. But the people who tend to follow gaming, like I play Destiny. I follow a lot of gaming Destiny streamers that I like. I like their takes on the game. I like what they want for the game. So I tend to watch their content when they're talking about the game. So I don't know. For you, it'd be the different. Like you like action games. You like NBA Jam, which I actually like NBA Jam
is
too.
fire.
But it is classic. But you like Apex Legends. You like those quick, fast games. So the other people who like that kind of games will come more to you. When I like those in-depth RPG style games where you really have to get into the game and devote some time into it.
Right.
like both.
And I get that, right? I understand what you're saying, but I think this goes back to like this you can scale this to any type of hobby, any type of whatever, whether it's gaming, whether it's food, whether it's cooking, whether it's sports, right? Like I go back to the original game magazines, right? In EGM, Electronic Gaming Monthly, long time ago. There was the fighting game guy. It was Sushi X, right? Sushi X was the fighting game reviewer. Now, Sushi X later turned out to be like it was an amalgamation of people, right? Though Sushi X was a character reviewer, but you would go for certain reviewers who liked certain genre of games, and you would talk to those people, or you would read their reviews because you trusted them, because they were the RPG guy. They were the action guy. So I wanted to hear their take first before I heard their take. If I didn't want to hear the RPG guy's take on Contra. You know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense.
So that's kind of the idea. But like I said, and you can scale that idea to anything. Let's say, and I don't want to hear like some food reviewer talking about if the Ford Mustang is a good car.
Okay,
know what I mean?
but I think we can all agree that calling someone opinion on a video game brave and stunning is ridiculous.
Cheers
I
to that.
agree.
Yeah.
I
Cheers.
agree.
Okay.
Right.
Mostly, but this day and age, how people get so hostile and so angry and aggressive. I've had people just come after me for not liking the reboot Tomb Raider games. So at some point, yeah, some people will get violently defensive over you not liking something they like. It's really weird.
Like
It's
Craig.
it's this fight or flight thing that a
Yeah.
lot. Well, that happens in all things, and I think that's designed. We have
Right.
so much stuff in society that's gearing us towards thinking a certain way, this is the way you're supposed to
Right.
think. And if
Yep.
you're outside of that, it's also teaching you that you are freaking the most extreme, Yahtzee and whatever.
Right.
I know YouTube doesn't like that word, so
Yeah.
but like that's where people are at. Like, if you don't agree with me on every single thing that I
Mhm.
believe in, you are my enemy. And it's like, what the fuck happened to just being humans and having difference
Exactly.
of opinion? Civil
Yeah, the Revenge of
discourse
the Sith.
is gone. It's gone, right? And it's sad.
Social media happened. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Social media happened. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're going to continue to follow this hard-hitting video game journalism story soon. It's good. Real quick, we have a bunch of super chats to read off. We'll read off those in just a little bit, but I do want to. I'll read off a few that are relevant to what we were just talking about. Then we'll get to some more here in a little bit. It says, I am 16-bit says it's a known fact that game journals aren't gamers. Most of them are journalist school grads who couldn't get into New York Times or WAPO, so they settled for gaming news sites.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, Frost comes to mind.
Yeah.
I've said this before. Frost, I would love to have Frost on this show. I would love to do a one-on-one with Frost, and just now that the dust is settled, I would love to talk to Frost for sure. Kyle came in and says the Gamer is a woke clout website giving hot takes for clicks. They literally wrote an article with the headline "RE5 is too racist for a remake."
Wow.
It's wild.
All right, let's get on to Adam's big story today. Like I said, let's watch this review or watch this video, and then I want to dig into Melonie Mac and her obsession with butter here. So,
All right.
But first, give us a rundown, Adam. What are we going to watch here?
So, Season of the Deep is launching, I think, in 5 minutes. I actually don't. It might be in 5 minutes or an hour. I actually don't know when the daily reset happens because I usually don't. I'm not playing when the reset happens. But
This is Destiny 2.
happening. Destiny 2 Season 21 is starting in just a few moments, and it's called Season of the Deep. And a lot of the people in the community are just really hoping that the story actually brings some sort of substance back into the game. Lightfall was an absolute train wreck. The story was horrible. I actually heard that some of the Bungie employees that were working on the story of Lightfall got fired because of it, because of how bad it was and how bad the reception of the gamers, how they took it. It really was bad. And as I mentioned earlier, the gameplay of Destiny is why I love Destiny. The story, the little freaking woke shit that they're sprinkling into the game, it's kind of hard to get away with that, get away from that in any game nowadays. I mean, From Software, Armored Core, I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure it's going to be in Diablo 4 somehow, even though it's like a game about killing, the daughter of the devil, or I don't know who Lilith is yet. But so Season of Deep, they just released a trailer like an hour before the new season dropped. Like, people were complaining for a week now, like, why are you making us wait for the trailer? And it's like, yeah, but the anticipation is building, isn't it? I mean, Bungie, they got you because people were excited to watch this. There's all sorts of new weapons that are launching. There's a new dungeon that comes out on Friday. I've been trying to solo flawless all the dungeons in the game. I am currently at 6 out of 7. I've done all but one. It's duality. It's a pain in my ass, but now I have another one to solo flawless starting this Friday, and I'm really excited about it. We're going to Titan. Back to Titan. It's one of the moons in our solar system. I don't know if you know Titan, but it is a methane ocean. And okay, and it's really great. I get to go back to a location that was here in Destiny 2 originally, and now they're bringing it back, and they're bringing Sloane back. For those who have played, she's one of the NPCs that are on the planet. And it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I hope that the story is good. They really need to explain what the veil is, because they're so vague about it. They really did a horrible job. And in fact, if you didn't like the campaign of Lightfall, on YouTube there is a video that a fan made fixing the campaign. They rewrote the campaign, used all the stuff that they were given, and re-edited, added stories, and made it so much better.
Hey, Adam, what are we gonna watch? I don't. What is it? What are we gonna? That's all I asked for. What are we watching?
I said it right in the beginning. It's the trailer.
All right, sounds good. Here we go.
Craig
Dude,
got lost.
should I just leave? Should I just?
No.
No.
What the hell, man?
I love that
I'm
you're just so
passionate
excited.
about this
I know.
game.
We're gonna
just
need a play-by-play after this video.
Yes,
Oh my
absolutely.
gosh.
Fire
Oh
away.
no, we'll just move on and talk about butter. It's fine.
No.
Jesus.
Sorry, I love
Just
that
play
this.
the damn thing.
Oh
It
my
looks
god.
dope.
Here we go.
I waited to watch this shit.
Beyond our reach.
Well, listen, watch it. Here we go.
All attempts to follow it have failed.
To any Guardians listening, this is Deputy Committee Commander Sloan requesting emergency support.
I have Sloan's position as 1 kilometer down. Fire team, you're clear to descend. I am not leaving anyone behind again.
That distress call wasn't for me. It was for her. She knows our true enemy, the Witness.
Then it's just a matter of, well, diving into the depths of the methane sea and dredging up what Sloan needs.
Fire team, make this dive count.
Remind them we're not in danger. We are the danger.
Hey, nice.
That's actually cool.
It's already epic, man. I'm not gonna lie.
That was a cool trailer.
Caught me.
Oh,
Kinda
sorry.
caught
Hold on.
me.
There's more. Hold on. My fault. Hold on. There's some at the end.
Oh yeah, they're bringing fishing.
Yeah.
You can go fishing. I guess
love
now.
For what?
fishing.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I love it.
Maybe you go fishing for glimmer. I don't know.
That
Well-
looks like a fish.
Well, maybe there's
It looked
glimmer
good.
inside the fish or something. Make it
Okay.
useful.
What you
Craft
think,
it.
Adam?
You're gonna craft it?
I think it looks good. I think underwater in video games can be either a hit or a huge miss.
True.
And going underwater, it seemed like it's not really something that you're going to be fighting in. It's more of like you got to go through the underwater to get to the next area. So
Mhm.
I feel like that's how they're going to get around it instead of having to fight and figure out the physics of jumping around. Because gravity in Destiny is pretty much uniform everywhere. You go to Io, you go to Titan, you go to Europa, the moon, Earth, all the gravity is basically the same. Yeah, which for a game, it makes sense. So you can get used to jumping instead of having to like completely change the gravity. But overall, it looks really good. It looks like they're bringing spare rations back, but it's taken. It's one of the fan favorites hand cannons in the game. There's also a few different armor that I saw. They're actually doing a cross promotion with Sony because Sony actually, I believe, just acquired Bungie, and they're doing a
Really?
Kratos armor set for the Titans, Horizon Zero Dawn for the Hunters, like an armor set, and then they're doing the Ghost of Tsushima for the Warlocks, and the Warlock looks
Love all
absolutely
those games.
badass. So it looks good. I thought the fishing was a joke, to be honest. Someone said there was going to be fishing, and I thought it was a joke, seriously, and there really is going to be
No,
fishing.
real fishing.
But
What's the
the
utility,
game
man?
journalists
were
will
correct.
get a kick out of it. I was correct. What?
You were correct in that Sony is acquiring Bungie for $3.6 billion.
Who would have thought?
So
Yeah, I
Yeah,
actually have an
it's crazy.
article about that. It's basically they're basically wanting to keep Bungie together. They're like, no, please don't leave, because people are just like, we're done with this shit. And it's probably because there's some ideology being injected into the company. I can see it. It's happening for sure.
well, so are you excited to? Obviously, when we're done, you're probably going to get into the next season, yeah.
tonight on my tonight for me when at 4 p.m. Eastern, I'll go live on my Rumble and Locals channel, and you can watch me play it for the first time, the new season. I got some stuff I want to do. I'm building a new cabinet in my kitchen, so I'm gonna.
Oh, wow.
I started it. I still have some work to do. I'm gonna try it. The sun is out for freaking. I don't know how many hours, but it's so bright for so long nowadays. The closer the summer gets, the longer it gets. It's amazing. I love the
I
sun.
love how it was like, "Are you gonna play it tonight?" And you got a whole story about a cabinet.
I love it. I love it. It's amazing.
You know, free flow. That's how my brain works. You know,
I love it. It's balanced. Like you're not fitting the gamer stereotype. You're like, okay, I'm still a man. I still got to do man stuff, and then I play my games.
I got to use my tools. I love gaming. Don't get me wrong. I love gaming.
Your new
Absolutely. My rad nailer. Never forget it.
Rad
Blabs.
nailer?
The rad nailer. That's right.
That's right. What do you mean?
I don't have it's down in my tools, but I'll tell you what. I'll take construction tools all day long. I there's so many tools that I want. You could do most jobs if you have the right tool. And if you know how to use a tool, you can pretty much do anything. So
you gonna live stream your bimbo building?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Oh no.
I'm totally joking with you. Calm down.
What
Adam.
the fuck did you just say to me?
There we go. Fight. Oh my god. Wow. All right. Well,
we're cool.
Frozen.
Damn it.
So
wait, how did I freeze? Was it good?
Yeah, like punch.
Oh, that's a good freeze. That's a good freeze. I'm okay with that.
Nice. All right. So look, there's a lot more gaming stuff to talk about, but we're going to hold off on that just in the interest of time because this is a gaming and entertainment podcast, and I find all sorts of stuff entertaining. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We'd love for you guys to join us. We're live every single Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Central Time. 11 a.m. go till about 12:30 or so, and then we always have something fun going on afterwards around 1 o'clock Central Time. So hopefully you guys pop in. All right. So today we obviously have Melonie on the show. Melonie, there's a lot of lot to talk about because you're a pretty in-depth person. You got a lot of things that aren't, I guess, traditional in the gaming space, right? You're fit. You do keto. You're on a carnivore diet. You're Christian. Like there's so many like things that don't traditionally fit the gaming's traditional gamer space, right?
Oh,
that's an extremist nowadays.
Gaming journalists hate my guts. Like
why?
Nobody else.
Sounds like an ad.
They do. Gaming journals hate her.
Run a political ad, right? Why do you think that is?
Oh, it's because I mean, a lot of things that I do like goes against a lot of the woke narrative type stuff. I mean, I am an unapologetic Christian. I'm not going to support things that are against the Bible. I'm going to love people regardless. But hey, if it's against the Bible, I ain't going to support it. I'm not going to put stuff in my bio, this, that, and the other that goes against my faith. And so they hate that. And then also for some reason, because I do follow a carnivore diet, I don't know what it is, but they hate that as well. I get so much hate for eating butter. It's unreal. And it's
Butter's
just kind
really?
of jarring because I will see people that'll leave comments and say, your arteries. And I'll look at their profile picture and they'll be like 400 pounds. And I'm like, okay.
Well, they're speaking from experience.
Yeah. How you think they got there?
So when I first met you, you were, I would say you're like, traditional gamer influencer, like that's kind of what you're doing, and over the past few years, you've shifted to more, talking about culture and things like that. You have the Go Boom channel.
Mm-hmm.
What was the inspiration for, number one, starting the channel? And I know the response initially from your traditional gamer friends wasn't so hot.
Oh, it was not. What kind of really inspired me to start that in the first place is kind of getting canceled. But people have been trying to cancel me over and over again. And once that started happening, and then everything going on with like the jab mandates, all that kind of stuff, well, I kept seeing all these other streamers tell people like, get the shot or you're selfish, this and that. And they're pressuring everybody. And I thought, man, I know I didn't want to get it. And so I thought, well, I just felt bad for just gaming streamer viewers. Just all their favorite creators are telling them, you're selfish if you don't do this. And so I thought, let me try to be that other voice that says, hey, it's your body. Don't let anybody pressure you into getting a shot you don't want to get. If you want to get it, go for it. But if you don't, it's okay. And
not medical advice.
Yes,
Sorry, I have to say that we're on
your
YouTube.
research, do your thing. But anyway, yeah. So I said, don't let anybody pressure you into something like that. And man, the backlash was unreal. I had a huge chunk of my streamer friends just completely drop me and try to jump on that hate train to try to get some clout, get some likes, because if I call me a Yahtzee, all those sort of all of those things.
Conspiracy theorist, the whole thing.
Conspiracy theorist, yeah, this, that, or the other, because yeah. So that's kind of what inspired me to be like, okay, I can be more outspoken with stuff. That shortly before that happened, or right around that time, it was not long after, I believe, is when because I used to host for GameStop TV for like 4 years. And so they ended up laying off all of their hosts. And I was already held back a little bit from speaking on certain things and my opinions on certain things, because it would always fall back on them. That just because I said I like classic Lara Croft, for example, over the reboot Lara Croft, I got called an internal misogynist. People were calling GameStop headquarters, trying to get me fired, all that sort of stuff. And so when they ended up laying off all of their hosting talent, that's when I was like, okay, I'm focusing a lot more on just being an independent creator now. I've already basically, just by me making that tweet and speaking out on the things that I pretty much have burned the bridges to do any of that kind of work again in the industry, because I'm not woke enough. And so I'm actually friends with the Quartering, and he's covered a lot of multiple times that people have tried to cancel me on his channel. And he was like, you need to start doing more like social commentary stuff. Do it. And I was like, okay, why not? Right now's the time to definitely do it. It was right after getting laid off from GameStop TV. So I started my Go Boom channel, and it's been a little over a year now, and I'm at over 140,000 subscribers now. So it's growing fast, and I'm really excited about it. But it's just been a huge blessing. All of it has turned out to be a huge blessing, because while at the time of getting canceled and losing most all of people I thought were my friends, it was really hard to go through that. But it opened the doors for me to make a bunch of new friends and to be involved with like all of you guys here right now, where I know I can just let loose. I can share my own thoughts, all that sort of thing, and I don't have to worry so much about one little wrong thing and I ain't got friends anymore. So,
right. Was there any friend like was you don't need to name names or anything, but was there anyone that you were like, wow, like I thought we were friends, like I thought we were more than that, like and just because that's it type of thing?
Yeah, most of them, honestly, because it's people that I've worked with over a long time, or even just recently. And I don't mind dropping the name here because he's already done so. But and if anybody likes him, I'm not saying don't, okay? But Angry Joe, we were friends before, and we had worked together at different events and stuff. And then all of a sudden, he started kind of coming after me for some of my takes, and unfriended me, and had a big issue with all that. And so that was sad. But I'm not telling anybody don't watch him, don't support him.
Well, I'll say I used to watch Angry Joe. Like I used to, I wouldn't like watch him all the time, but I'd pop in and watch some of his stuff. But he went nuts. Not at you. I didn't even know that he like did, had a thing against you, but like it was against it was basically jumped into this narrative of like, I need to attack everyone who's not following the narrative, and like I need to be vocal, I need to use my platform to just shout down, and like we need to arrest these people. Like that's where they were
New
at.
World Order.
Like
You
we
wanna do
gotta
New
I
World Order
was
we gotta
chaos.
just
arrest the people not following the narrative. Like what the fuck?
I was so shocked about it because he had like people trying to cancel him for stuff that and during all that and people were unfollowing him. This was years ago. I didn't like get involved in that drama, but I was aware of what was going on and I was like, I'm not going to let this drama make me not be his friend or anything like that because I don't know the story, I don't know both sides of it, all that sort of thing. That's kind of the take that I have. But friends like that who have had people try to cancel them and I've stayed their friend and have not wavered on that, and then to see them turn around and turn on me, that sucks to see it. I don't like it, but
Makes
I will
sense.
say
it is
this,
what it is.
you
People are
know,
bitches.
so I've known Joe. I knew Joe as like an acquaintance for I don't know, better part of 15 years, right? And Joe's always been nothing but nice to me. He's always, you know, we had him out at an event we put on several years ago. He's a good dude. Always enjoyed talking to him. But the point is that I never knew Joe's political leanings. I never knew the way he thought. And like 2020 put this line in the sand where it exposed it made you put your thoughts out there, the way you think a certain way, and it said you're either this way or this way, and if you don't say anything, then you're clearly this way.
No, it was more like, are you with us or are you against us?
Yes.
That's what it
true.
felt like.
Yeah, that's true. And we're you know, it's still there, and there was this big divisive line that happened, and you know, I'm just like you, Melonie. Like I have people that I hired that I help, you know, that I paid for a decade, people that I grew up with, right?
Yeah.
That will not respond to me at all.
Wow.
They don't want to be associated with me. And it's not because anything that I've said to them at all or anything at all.
Yeah.
Like I haven't had a conversation with them at all, but they have no problem with talking bad about my back about me. But whenever I reach out to them like a man should do and say, hey, what's the issue?
Right.
They have no interest in talking about it because you're a horrible person. That's why. So it's crazy.
Sad to see it.
Yes,
So
it is.
talk about, you know, the other thing, obviously, you know, you are a pretty outspoken, you know, Christian. You talked about that a little bit, right? And that's in the space. I say gaming space in general is, you have a lot of atheists and it's fairly diverse, right?
I think they go by Satanists now.
Satanists. But it's, you very rarely see people who are so tied to their faith be so vocal about it, specifically in the gaming space. Was that just kind of a natural extension of kind of being more open about, you know, on the Go Boom channel?
Yeah, because I mean, I grew up in a Christian household, and I was, you know, very strong Christian household, and my dad was a pastor for a while too, and so it was a huge part of my life. And then there was a few years where I kind of went through a little rebellious phase, kind of like turned from that for a little bit, and then came back to it. It's been like 3 or 4 years now, and so, you know, before when and it's funny the timing of it, because when I first got into the gaming industry and stuff, I remember people telling me like, okay, you got to like dial it back on the expressing your faith type thing, because people don't like that, you're going to miss out on jobs and this and that and the other. And I remember it really bothered me at the time. And but I do remember I did have people even back then who didn't like me just purely based on the fact that I was a Christian. The gaming industry, for some reason, very anti-Christian. A lot of it is. Not everybody in the industry, but especially now, because there's so many people who really want to push the woke ideology and stuff. But yeah, there's people now who will send me emails and say, hey, I work for XYZ company. It'll be a big like AAA company, and say, I'm a Christian, but I don't even feel like I can tell people I am. And I'm just really happy that you're outspoken. I'm really hoping that things change so that we can be more outspoken, because they're scared that they're going to lose their job just for being a vocal Christian. And that's one reason too why I like to be vocal about it, because it's like I want to change the culture of things to where, why can't somebody working at this company or that company. Like, why can't they express their faith? And why does everybody have to have this hive mind way to think and believe?
Right. So I it's interesting to hear you say that about you get emails from people, right?
Yeah.
And because I also get those emails, and I get those emails from creators. I get those emails from people in the industry, and that is why side scrollers will work. That is why Melonie Mac will work. That is why Geeks and Gamers will work, because side scrollers, the whole idea is this is a common sense podcast. We talk about common sense things because we know, and I know, and everybody here knows that there's way more of us out there than there are of the wackos. And it's okay to have those conversations. Just the wackos are the ones who are pushing buttons right now.
Right.
And that's why we've grown 300% in 3 months, right? And we're going to continue to grow, a month over month.
300%?
It's crazy.
Let's fucking go.
And we're going to continue to grow. And in 6 months from now, we'll be 1,000%. And we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to dominate because I know that there's way more of us than there are of them. And everybody in our chat likes common sense. And those who are talking about us on Twitter are idiots who have pronouns.
Exactly.
But you mentioned your friend, just a quick one real quick. You mentioned you're friends with Jeremy. Have you heard about his fight he's going to have with Rich from Review Tech?
That's happening?
I was going to say, is it really happening?
Oh, yeah.
It's happening.
I am so stoked. Oh, my goodness.
So
I can't wait.
My money is on Jeremy, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down. Dude, Jeremy's going to friggin'. I mean,
Oh
don't get me wrong. I like
I'm
Rich.
not putting
I
money
like
on nobody.
I really enjoyed having him on the show. He's a funny dude. But
Well,
sorry, man. Jeremy's a freaking tall, big guy. Like,
That doesn't mean nothing.
If for some reason
just wanna
Jeremy
see a
can't
fight.
do
Did
it
you see
last
the
minute,
Boogie
he can
Wings
tag
fight?
team me.
whoa,
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
hold on.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what was that?
Hold on.
Wait, what?
Craig, get Keemstar on the phone because this.
What was that?
I said if Jeremy can't do it last minute, if he's got to back out, he can tag team me. I'll step in.
Hold on.
And you'll box Rich.
Bring it.
Let's go.
You'll buy butter.
So coat herself in butter. He'll never be able to get to her.
Exactly.
Slip around the ring.
Oh my! Wait, would you be open to actually boxing, doing some celebrity internet boxing type thing?
I would love that.
Make it happen.
Hell yeah, let's
Make
go.
it happen.
Listen,
Wow.
I'm going to
Make
put
that
you in touch
happen.
with Keem. I
Alright,
guarantee I can
Keem's
make
Starting
that
a movement.
Do it.
Yeah,
But you know what?
great.
There's something about it, right? Like, look, civil discourse. How do we get back to it, right? You freaking beat the shit out of each other in a ring, and then you talk. It's like you're not really down. Well, you can get seriously hurt, obviously, but they have professionals. That's why they stopped the Boogie Wings fight because they're like, no, Boogie, you're getting your ass kicked. But there's something about that. Like, if you get in a fight, you could talk afterwards, and it's kind of like the internet. It just allows people to just be bold. But when you're in person in front of somebody, like
Very
if
different.
Angry Joe was right in front of you, Melonie, he wouldn't be like, fuck you.
Right.
You know, he would probably be like,
staring at you.
what's up, Melonie? You know, like,
Exactly.
You probably wouldn't say anything.
maybe
Well-
not. That would be pride, though, you know, but it's like
Yeah.
he wouldn't be an asshole to
I
her
would
face.
be
Definitely
nice to him. If Angry Joe ever wants to be friends again, I will be his friend.
Tell him to get unvaxxed.
Well, that's testament to your character. Wait, what'd you
If
say,
you
Fly?
get
Tell him to get
unvaxxed, I'll be
unvaxxed.
your friend.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Well, I'll say so. Let's get into the health thing. Let's get into the health thing because I'm fascinated by because I think that it takes. So Adam you did your vegan thing, and now
Don't bring me into this shit.
Well, listen, I'm just talking. I'm talking about all this stuff. You did your vegan thing. I tried to do the vegetarian vegan thing for a while. I found out that was a horrible vegan because I just eat noodles and carbs and all sorts of stuff in place, and I got fat. And
It's
then
not the right way of doing it.
right. I found out I was horrible at it. Then I did the keto thing, and I dropped like 50 pounds, and my body was like humming and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then I got into eating.
Your body was what?
Yeah, what was
humming.
that? Oh,
It's like,
humming with an H.
Oh, you heard
You
that,
said
Flood?
like,
That's not what
like
we
humming
heard.
is what I heard. Like coming is what I heard.
That's what I heard.
My body was like coming, and
Mine does all the time.
I heard it again.
That's me every day.
But that's what I said.
Wow.
It was my body
Good for
was humming,
Thank
And-
you for pronouncing the H that time.
Right.
Emphasis.
And I felt really good. So, Melanie, when did you kind of discover this idea? Like, I don't know, walk me through that because that's a really interesting journey.
I've always been health conscious, so I've always just wanted to try to eat healthy, but I didn't know what was best for me at the time or at different times. And I tried vegan and vegetarian, all that, just could barely get out of bed. It was awful. And so I would dabble in keto here and there, but everything online, and again, not nutrition advice, do your own research, all that. But everything online was just like, don't do keto long term, only do it short term, it's bad for you, blah blah blah. And so I would just do keto for like a month at a time, and then I would every few months. And whenever I was in ketosis, I felt great, and I wanted it, and I didn't understand why it was only seen as like a short-term thing. Well, then I saw in a keto group that I was in on Facebook, this one woman, she mentioned the carnivore diet to kind of like balance her hormones because she had endometriosis, which I do too. And that's something I've always like had to deal with, the symptoms of that, which has always been a pain. And so I was like, okay, this helped her. I would be willing to try any type of diet if it could help me feel better and get my hormones balanced, all that. And so I tried carnivore diet, took a couple months for my hormones to balance, and I just have not looked back ever since. It's been 3.5 years now. And I just feel better than I ever have. I have more energy, and my endometriosis symptoms are like down by like 80 or 90%, just almost non-existent. And nothing ever helped me with that before. So I love it. And I stick with it for that.
How long have you been doing it?
3.5 years. But I mean, for special occasions and stuff, I'll eat cake or something like that. But, in my day-to-day, I stick with carnivore diet. And it's funny because vegetables kind of, they have like oxalates in them. So for some people, they can't tolerate them that well. And I'm one of those people, which I never would have known if I didn't just find this. It's just so opposite of everything that we're taught.
What happens when you eat vegetables?
I get like, I start to get my endometriosis symptoms come back, like inflammation, bloating, cramping, pain. And I just, for some reason, I can't do vegetables, especially like the leafy greens, stuff like that. That bothers me the most. So yeah, it's like, I never would have thought, cut vegetables out of my diet and just mostly eat meat and butter and cheese, and I'll feel great. But I'm so happy that I found it.
So
what I have to say, I just want to add that one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people make is just assuming that all humans are the same. Right? With the type of games that they like, with the politics, with the religions. So it's like all of these things. It's like we're all so drastically different, including our bodies. Like all of us need to understand what your own body needs to be as efficient as it can be. And Melonie obviously has figured out what has helped her feel her best. And that's what I want for everyone.
Yes.
You know, like that's like people. I never am the one who brings up that I was vegan for a while. It's like I eat eggs now. I'm gonna get chickens. And I'm getting some fish and stuff because I live on a river with bass and pike in it.
Love it.
I'm just like,
you don't tell people you're vegan, but you'll tell people that like without hesitation that you live on.
Well, I'm flexing on you. I'm specifically.
I'm sick of these videos, bro.
It's just because you're here. I'm flexing on you. You got to come visit, by the way.
I'm down.
Come visit me. Yeah, you got to bring Mo too.
Can I come visit?
Whoa. We're not there yet, Craig. Floyd, you definitely should come visit me. Melanie and Blab, you guys should come too. You guys definitely are welcome.
All right. I like fishing. I love to fish.
Whoa. But everyone else, come fish.
Poor Greg. You wheeled him away.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, no, but just find out what works best for you. You know, I'm so sick of this. You're not with me, you're against me. It's like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, just do what's best for you. Yeah, tribalism. I'm sick of it.
And that's like, I made a tweet not long ago, the other day, about that, where trying to encourage people to be healthy. It's like, find what works for you. You don't have to do it my way. You don't have to do it this other person's way or this person's way. Find what works for you and stick with it. But ultimately, hey, if we're promoting being healthy, that's what's the important part.
Yep.
It's crazy.
That's a big no.
Holy shit.
That's a big no.
We will read this one as we'll read the rest of the super chats in a little bit, but we will stop down for a $200 super chat.
Crazy.
From my man, Captain Agent.
No, wait. It's not from Balls. It's from Captain Agent. Sorry. I get a little excited.
He got really excited. He just had to yell out balls really fast.
Listen, that's outstanding.
Let me get it out.
Captain Agent came in with the $200 direct donation saying, busy day at work, so catching up on the episode today. So here's a message from the past, but this goes towards the Mayo Coffee Challenge.
Oh, no.
Yes, we got to get there. Thank you so much. All right, Flawed and Melonie, look, I need you both to do something for me. I think Melonie knows. And Flawed, you may or may not know.
Okay.
I want you to try to harmonize your balls. Okay? we're going to do.
Okay.
Flawed, I want you to go low.
I got you.
I want you. Can you
got
go
you.
low?
My balls drop. I got you. I got you.
I'm going to need you to drop them balls. All right? And Melonie, I'm going to need you to go high.
All right, I got you.
You're going high.
Okay.
All right. Now, Blabs and Craig, we're going to go mid. All right.
Oh, God.
We're all going to do this together.
That is side scrollers. We are mid. Let's go.
All right. What's the key though? What's the key?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay.
We're just gonna.
Right.
Hopefully,
We'll
it
freestyle
sounds fantastic. It's gonna sound great, guys.
Yeah,
all right?
I agree.
Now I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, and then on go. We're gonna do it together. You all ready? Remember,
ready.
you're going low. You're going high. We're staying mid. Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Balls.
Was that good?
My.
That was a good one.
It was for
I
a
should've went low. I
$200
should've went
dono. We needed some crazy balls on that.
Yeah, we gotta get some ball practice. Man.
Yeah.
Was that good though? I don't know. I couldn't hear it.
It wasn't good.
Chat.
It wasn't
It wasn't good at all.
This was not good.
But was it fun?
It was fun. It was fun.
Bingo. That is right. That's awesome.
Someone said I saw nice balls.
Hey, Captain Agent, thank you very much.
Nice balls.
Have you now, Adam?
I'll take it. I'll
I
take
saw
it.
nice
in my
balls.
time?
In my life, I've seen some. Yeah.
Well, there's a mirror right there. I'm pointing at a mirror, obviously.
Captain Agent, hopefully you enjoyed your time down in San Antonio, buddy. I appreciate your support. Okay, look. Okay, we only got a little bit more time with Melonie, and we appreciate Flawed you popping in, spur of the moment, and Melonie, obviously you popping in all day.
I love this guy.
Would love for you to come back, Melonie, in the future.
I would love that.
Yes, both of you guys come back.
I'm always here. I'm here on the 30th.
Melonie, next time we won't interrupt you with another guest. I'm just sorry about this guy.
It's okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I'm basically like a host.
Staring.
I'm the black token host, man.
Oh,
Pop
man.
in sometimes. I'm not
We
here all
need
the
the
time.
representation. It's
Exactly.
fine.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Ukrainian.
Did I just do a racism?
Yeah, you did. You did. You did.
You Istanphobe.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, you did.
Melonie,
All right.
I got a really important question. I got 2 questions for you, right? And these are something I legitimately am curious about.
Very important.
If we can get past Adam's racism. What does a day-to-day look like? Like, what do you eat in the morning, afternoon, and night? Or you only eat once a day? I don't know. Give me the rundown of like what your diet looks like. And then
Right.
And then second, when was the first time you looked at a stick of butter and were like, let's go?
Every day.
No, when was the first time?
The first time.
Ugh.
It's when I first started carnivore diet, and then you kind of have to adapt to it. It's just not going to be instant, especially with sugar cravings and things like that. And then a lot of people suggested just eat some butter if you're craving some sugar. So I ate a lot of butter, and I was like, hey, this is good, and it actually really helps. And it just makes a lot of sense because when you don't have glucose for fuel, you're going to be running on fats, and so butter is just pure fat. So eating a lot of butter just gives me a lot of energy. But anyway, for my day-to-day and what I eat, it really depends. I kind of just, it depends on how hungry I am that specific day. Sometimes I'll eat like 3 meals. Sometimes I'll only eat 1 big meal. It's just whatever I'm feeling at the time. But carnivore is so satiating that I feel like it is usually more of the 1 to 2 big meals. And then I'll find something I just really like at the time and kind of stick with that every day for like a month and then rotate it out. So, for example, after this, I'm gonna make me some eggs, and I just got like there's like a bunch of different farms in the area where I'm at, and so I get my eggs from a farmer, some ground beef. So I'm gonna make me some ground beef and eggs for lunch. Probably put some butter in there, and then I like to. Someone also asked what I do with sweet cravings. Well, I introduced raw honey into my diet recently, and not having any issues with that at all. It's been great. So I like to take like Greek yogurt or even just cream cheese and put honey on top, and I love it. Yeah.
So you eat.
I don't know about none of that.
No pasta. I mean, unless I'm having a cheat day, but like all my normal day to day, yeah, no pasta.
What, cottage cheese, or is that got
cottage
sugar in
cheese
it?
is fine? Yeah,
Honey,
I'm not too
honey and cottage cheese.
Yeah, that's sounds amazing. So I know some people are a little more strict than others with actual carb amount, because they think of it like keto, but carnivore doesn't have to be keto. Like you don't have to be if you want to eat some honey and stuff. And for people who are trying to lose weight, they probably don't want to be eating honey. But in my case, I'm maintaining, and I'm just trying to have a lot of energy and stuff. So I don't mind having some.
Is
honey.
carnivore like mostly meat? Is that what it is?
Yeah, primarily meat. It's just basically animal products. Think like eggs, dairy, if you tolerate dairy, which I do fine. Thank goodness, because I love
dairy.
cheese. And raw milk. I just started getting raw milk from a farmer around here too. And I've been drinking that lately, which is amazing. So much better. If people haven't had raw milk and they've only had pasteurized, the raw milk is just almost sweeter. It's hard to explain, but I love it. So yeah.
Do you have any like Mr. Carstairs says your arteries are crying out in pain? Do you have any concerns, or have you spoke to the doctors? And I don't know what's the general thought on that?
Last time I got my blood work done, everything was amazing. Every time I do have to go to the doctor for anything, for like a checkup, blood work, or one time I did get dehydrated last Christmas season because I was busy and I wasn't drinking enough water. And so yeah, when they check my blood work, everything's amazing. Everything's great. They're like, whatever you do, I don't even tell them I do carnivore because I'm scared I'm going to get backlash from them, but they just, all they got to do is see my markers and say, everything is amazing. What you're doing, keep doing it. They've said that. So I'm like, all right, I will.
Cool. No worry about your arteries or anything like that?
No, I mean, I think a lot of people, when they think about cholesterol and all that, there's a lot of confusion based around it. And your actual cholesterol levels, only as a small portion of it is based on your cholesterol intake. So a lot of it is going to be due to, and again, this isn't expert advice. I'm not an expert. I'm just spouting research that I've done. But a lot of it's going to be based around other underlying factors. Like if somebody has very high cholesterol, then there's probably an underlying factor like the inflammation and stuff that cholesterol is trying to fix. So cholesterol isn't the problem. It's trying to fix the problem. And if you fix the problem, then the cholesterol is going to go down with it.
It's like the fever.
Yeah.
Fever is just trying to burn out the
exactly. Mm-hmm.
I noticed that you don't eat any processed food. And I think that most people that are getting sick with different stuff, it's like they are just clogging their bodies with processed shit.
For sure.
Just processed everything. Food, medications, just everything, man. And I don't think the human body is designed for that.
Yeah, and
big pharma and big food too. It's the same.
Right. And then when I tell people if they want to try to get healthier and stuff, because a lot of people just don't know what to do and they think they can just go and pick up these like protein bars and all these like processed things that are marketed as health foods. And I tell them just if it comes in a little package like that, special treat, whatever. But for your day to day, again, people don't have to go full carnivore like I do, but just stick.
I'll switch to Diet Coke.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like more shit issue.
Should switch to water.
Eat natural foods, and you're gonna be in a good spot.
There's I feel like I could probably do, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours with you just talking about this because I'm totally fascinated by this. But we can do that another time.
All right.
Sounds good. Let's read off some super chats real quick. Jeremy Wormy came in and says, started keto myself recently. Also got a gym membership and a trainer. Already lost 20 pounds. Let's go, Jeremy
Good
Wormy.
job.
Congratulations. That's excellent.
Diana Francisco over on Rumble says, good morning. Welcome, Melonie. Love you all, fellow Rumblers and YouTubers, of course, Side Scrollers gang. She continues on. She says, there it is. People are so afraid of confrontation that they shy away from claiming they're God's child. I am one. Melonie,
True.
God has blessed you.
Aw.
Thank you, Diana. And then we got one more from the dude. I said, I got tired of Destiny's treadmill, where almost everything you used to have is now useless. Warframe has had spearfishing for years. I mean, yeah, but they also said that they're never going to sunset anything ever again because they felt bad about it. Also, Activision was in control of Bungie at the time, and when they split, they dropped one of the best DLCs they've had in a long time, which was the Witch Queen. And then, of course, the Lightfall came out. And anyway, all right, that was the Rumble side. I just want to get that.
Thank you, Rumblers. Dude, thank you so much for your first ever Rumble rant over there. Really appreciate that. That's awesome. The True Doster says, Melonie Mack and Stutter and Craig on the same stream. Props to you both. There's your dynamic duo right there. God bless you both. Hey, thank you so much, True Doster. Really appreciate that. That was from a little bit ago. And Psycho Stumpy came in and says, mayo and coffee is for subhumans. Join the pineapple on pizza.
He's not wrong.
Pineapple is really good on pizza.
Right?
Oh.
There's a time and place.
Do you eat pizza, Melonie?
No, but I mean, not in my day. Special occasion, I will indulge.
One more level on Twitch has subscribed with Prime. They've been subscribed for 6 months.
Let's go. Thank you so much. Extra Zero says, I think the true problem is that we amplify. I think the true problem is that we amplify bad voices. The internet has given losers with too much time a loud voice that corporations and politicians seem they think represent the majority. Why they don't? Right, 100%.
I agree.
I definitely agree with you.
Yeah, and so I think what has happened is they've been emboldened to kind of, especially with cancel culture and how that went, and that's one thing that really kind of woke me up to a lot of the problems in the industry in general, is just seeing how quick people are to jump on cancel culture and to just try to ruin people's lives. I kept siding with people that all the cancel crowd was against for a while, because it's just like, oh, this doesn't feel right. I don't even know what happened in this situation, but it just doesn't feel right to be doing this. And I think that it made them feel like they had a lot of power, and so many people jumped onto canceling other people. And that's why, even though we are the majority, a lot of people have just been scared to speak out because people were losing their livelihoods. And that's why it's important that we keep speaking out and take that backlash, because if we don't, things are going to get back to that and worse again.
True.
And for the record, a boycott is not cancel culture.
Exactly. Thank you.
I've been seeing this too much, and it's so annoying. A boycott is voting with your wallets.
Yes.
Cancel culture is when you are actively trying to cancel something. That's like me saying, I want Anheuser-Busch to go under. No. I want competition. I want people to start their own beer, or maybe drink whiskey like real men. And that's the hugest difference. Like boycotting something because I'm just not going to choose to support this. I'm going to go support something that I do support. That's almost like putting them out of your mind. Where cancel culture is, you become obsessed with this thing. It's like almost the opposite side of the spectrum.
Right.
I
And I
just
think,
wanted to point that
too,
out.
is like disagreeing with a corporation and standing against a corporation is a lot different than trying to destroy a human being. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much you disagree with them, this, that, or the other, as long as they haven't committed absolutely heinous acts, you shouldn't want to destroy somebody. I can't relate to that. I can't even think of like my biggest hater online. I would hate to see them miserable. I don't understand why people want to see that.
And then to be the reason for it, like I couldn't live with that.
Yeah.
And then to cheer it. Then to cheer it once it happens.
Yeah.
Like that's
crazy.
Here's the issue, right? Yeah, bingo. You're not evil. You have empathy, right? And you live a balanced life, right? You are okay. Like you don't obsess over the idea of what this person said or did. It's like I think pretty much everybody here is like, yeah, you do you, as long as it, doesn't affect me or kids.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
that's so.
Mhm.
Our next one from Kriya TV says, bit broke this week, but supporting my favorite comic artist and a few channels. First thing I did in Tears of the Kingdom was hunt for steak. Let's go hunt.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. And it means a lot. Seth Trollins, thank you so much, Seth, says, I have this argument all the time with the old Resident Evil titles. A lot of the newer generations can't handle the fixed camera tank control gameplay, but I still think there's some of the most well-made games even today. Thank you, Seth. Greatly
I want to
appreciate
say that name is fire. Seth Trollins.
I agree.
Like
I
Seth
agree.
Rollins, the wrestler. That's fire.
Yep. Yeah. Seth is on the wall right over here behind me a couple
Good
times. Yeah, good stuff. Yosef came in, says, hey, Adam, I prefer DSP style of gaming. So robust.
Nice.
A serious man came in with a 5, says, but at least Adam can admit the Assassin's Creed games are great.
Yeah, okay.
You misspelled boring.
Adam doesn't.
Depends on which one. Assassin's Creed 2, I think, is really good.
I like Black Flag.
Yeah,
was a
Black
good
Flag
one.
is good.
The combat are so lazy, man, and it gets so repetitive. All of Assassin's Creed just gets so repetitive.
It does. I don't play
It
it
is.
anymore.
I do agree it is, but
Not
It's
anymore.
almost It's almost like they could do without the combat in Assassin's Creed in the game.
That was well done, Craig. Well done.
Turbo Bastard, which I love your name, by the way, says, people take things they like so personally now because fandom has become everyone's identities. Individualism caused fandom to become toxic since people started worshiping their escapes instead of love for people and themselves. Turbo
Well
Bastard.
fucking put.
Love
Yes. Absolutely.
Outstanding. Salty Saurus Rex became a new member and, listen to this, gifted 5 memberships to the channel. That is spectacular. Thank you so much. And not to be outdone, Paul Hadouken also gifted a membership to the channel. Thank you, Paul. And thank you, Salty Source Rex. That is wonderful. And just a couple more here as we finish up. Amen came in. Says, Mel, do you get any sugar cravings still while you're on the carnivore diet?
not that much anymore. But like I said earlier, though, since I started incorporating honey, I'll just have like a couple tablespoons of honey a day, and I don't have any more sugar cravings at all.
Melee Games came in with the $6.99, says, also have endo. I get how valuable it is to correct your diet to help your symptoms, even if others don't get it. Happy it's working for you.
Thank you so much. I hope that you're able to find what works for you if you haven't already too, because it is not fun to live with those symptoms.
All right. And I think that's interesting. The idea of women's hormones are so wacko. I guess as a guy, that's the one thing that I know, right? I have a wife, right? I experience it, right? So the idea of balancing your hormones seems like a really good reason to do this.
It is.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's almost like there's a difference between men and women.
Almost, you'd think.
Oh,
Whoa.
interesting.
Science.
Let's go. Hey, check this out. Wow. Let's go. Raziel
We've got another one.
Says this goes to the Mayo Coffee Fund.
No, go on.
On another note, thanks for being voices to the ones who have families and have to work at these woke companies. Hey, listen, you don't.
You know what? I'm gonna bust out some of those flawed balls.
Love musical balls.
Auto tune. Let's go.
Balls.
That's
Way
right.
to say your balls.
Hey, thank you so
Melonie?
much, Raziel.
What am I supposed to
Balls.
say? Balls.
Thank you.
I love flawed.
Listen,
You're catching on. You're catching on.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Travis, one of Travis's jobs is going to need to be put time codes and clip out all of the balls segments that we have. So
And we could just do a balls supercut.
bingo. That's 100%
Super balls.
the idea.
The
Wow.
hosts of Side Scrollers say balls for like 5 minutes straight. Just balls.
I'll go viral.
Hopefully
for
it's
sure.
much longer than that. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. That is incredibly nice, and we're going to do our best to continue to be the voice for you. Let's hit a couple memes. The Legion of Memers have been crazy. Then we'll wrap up the show. Reminder, in about 30 minutes after the show ends, I'll be live with the Mario Funathon. Look forward to you guys coming and watching me suck at Mario 64 because God knows I suck. It's a 6 out of 10 game played by a 1 out of 10 gamer. So you guys come on in and check it out. It'll be fun.
Disrespectful, but okay.
Disrespectful to myself. It's all right. All right, here we go. It says, follow Adam for more coffee recipes on Side Scrollers. How to make Kruger coffee tastes like Cass Brew in one simple trick right there.
Wait, Cass Brew.
What's Cass Brew? Is that Tim Cass Brew?
Did Tim actually make a coffee company? Because
I think he did.
Follow him.
I think
that's funny.
Or he was.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yes.
He's a petty bastard.
Anyway, next. Let's continue on. Adam and Flawed's Walmart ad on Side Scrollers.
I've been trying to that's what I've been working on. I've been trying to get my voice mod to work. I don't know.
Walmart setup. Walmart.
Who is this guy? Why bring this dude on here?
Great. You made that so quick. That's amazing. Bravo.
Amazing stuff.
Guy.
Oh, that's Extra Zero.
Extra Zero. Thank you so much. Love that. Love that.
That's a good one.
And then we have one more from Extra Zero as well. Extra Zero, thank you so much for your support. It says, when Adam goes to Home Depot.
Me? Just hanging around.
Employee at Home Depot watching Adam stare at the nailers.
Okay. All right, this is actually pretty funny because it's actually there's no Home Depot here, but it's called Bauhaus. It's essentially the Home Depot of Sweden. And I kid you not, when I walk in, I go and look at the freaking the DeWalt tool, and I'll just like, oh, I'll pick up. I'll always
just
say,
hanging around.
Now there's just like this running joke. I'm like, not even a joke. I'm like the dad joke in me is like, hey, that's a nice looking Brad nailer over there, and I like nudge my wife, and she's just like, for the 30th time, that's not funny anymore. Like, yes, I got it for you. Like, I'm glad you love it. I'm like, yeah, look at that. That's nice. Oh, got that one at home.
All the nail guns over here. Adam walks in.
I literally have that one right there. I see it. I see the rad nailer in the back. It's on the left. It's the left side, behind his head.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Just hanging around looking at nailers. All right. Look, we've gone on way too long.
There's one more meme.
Oh, we got one more? Okay, hold on.
One more. Okay.
One more from Extra Zero. All right, let's check it out. Let's get to this, and we'll put a wrap on today's episode. Guys, thank you so much once again for the ridiculous support today. This has been a spectacular show. Obviously, Blabs, people want the mayo and the coffee. We're gonna need to talk about this a little more in depth. Here we go. This one.
Why am I smiling so hard?
Can I come too?
Oh, this is me. Here we go.
Can I come too?
Oh, that's fantastic. He was really sad about that, wasn't he?
Yeah. He definitely was. Okay.
No.
Wait,
Raziel Mutant came in with 10 more gifted memberships to the channel. That is awesome. Let's go.
For all the support, you guys are the
Pause.
Yeah, that's crazy. 17 new members today.
It
That was
gets high
so
when
loud.
I get high. It gets high when
I
I get high.
apologize for everyone's eardrum for this guy.
Was
That was a
loud?
lot softer. It was a lot softer and
Okay.
much better. Let's get some genius balls.
Stephen Hawking boss.
All right. Hey, let's
Stephen Hawking balls.
Oh my.
I haven't felt my balls for 48 years.
Is that wrong?
Hold on. No, you want to know what's really wrong?
Family Guy.
It sounds just like him.
Would you like to know what's really wrong?
What?
I said something a few years ago, which I don't regret because I stand by it. So I'll just say it again. Stephen Hawking looked like a human that was grabbed by a larger hand and crushed.
Oh my goodness. Damn, bro. Oh my goodness. That's not what I was expecting.
He's an
Damn.
actual Attack on Titan character.
Who
That
has
was
these
way
thoughts?
worse than
though?
I thought.
It's just like, Stephen Hawking.
Like, I picture a massive hand crushing you.
That is exactly what happened.
He's like,
Greg,
I
my
can't
goodness.
find
How
my
did you
secret
know?
Hands. Damn.
He must have looked into the multiverse.
How did you get that voice, bro?
All right.
You go to Walmart.
All right, I've been trying to get out of here for fucking 15 minutes. Let's
We're
get out
outta
of here.
here. Oh,
Melanie,
that's good.
thank you again for coming on. Tell everybody where they can go find you, so everyone go subscribe to Melonie Mac right now. Tell them where they can find you.
You guys can find me on YouTube at Melonie Mac Go Boom, as well as Twitter and Instagram and everywhere else you could think of at Melonie Mac.
Oh my God, it's so
Great.
freaking fun to have you on. Look forward to doing it again.
Yeah,
And,
me too. This is
Flawed?
great.
Flawed, where can everybody find you? Thanks for coming in on short notice.
Appreciate it, man. Of course, I always do it. Hit me up whenever. I'll be here the 30th, I think.
Okay. Remember that.
Flawed TV, Twitter, Rumble, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify.
Right there. Right.
Yeah. Same thing. you see on the
Blabs?
screen everywhere.
You can find me on Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, BlabbernC or Blabbern Collector. Tonight I will be judging e-thoughts again on Kick, so come hang out because it's always a blast.
You make some more friends.
Blabs
only
has
made one
found Blabs found her niche of just judging e-thoughts on Kick.
That's hilarious.
I don't know.
Oh my
You're still
God.
giving them attention. You're
love it.
profiting off the same shit. I don't know.
She
It's
should.
it's
She
a,
should.
I
The least
I
you
don't
can
know.
do.
I find it's a little weird. Anyway, just type
Adam?
in my name. You can find me everywhere. I'm going to be doing the new season tonight over on my Rumble and Locals channel. You can watch it this Sunday on Forbidden Frontier. We have Ben from Uncharted X coming on the show. Very, very excited about it. Of course, my boy Quarter Black Garrett's joining us on Thursday. Definitely tune in for that. And then Shagsworth, he's going to
Love
be on.
Garrett.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Tonight, the return of Tuesday Titans with Georgia Giant Slayer is finally feeling better. So we're going to talk some politics. There is a whole shit ton of things that have happened politically that I haven't talked about. I mean, CIA, the Clintons, Obama, just all sorts of crazy
Bill
shit.
Gates.
Tune in tonight. Probably. Yeah, that whole thing as well. There's a lot. So it's going to be an interesting show. Lots to catch up on. So check it out.
All right. And of course, you guys don't need to go very far to find me. I'll be back live in about 30 minutes with the Mario Funathon playing Mario 64 because, God damn it, Mario 64. Appreciate you guys being here. No post show today over on Patreon because we do have the Funathon going on. But once again, make sure you go subscribe to all these great people. We look forward to having them back on very, very soon. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. We'll see you guys later on. I'll see you in about 30 minutes. We'll see you tomorrow for Side Scrollers at 11 a.m. Central Time. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.